Hey everyone, today let's again talk about everyone's favorite, Spider-Man the Animated Series. After John Semper finished the script for the final episode and I reviewed it, it seemed like there was nothing more to discuss. Mary Jane was found, Spider-Man returned to his reality, and everything ended well. However, Semper and the other writers definitely had plans for more episodes. I gathered all the available information from various interviews over the years, and I'm ready to share it with you. Of course, I won't be talking about Carnage in London anymore, so let's get started. John Semper, the producer and head writer of the animated series, often talked about his unrealized ideas. For the 6th season, he wanted to create an episode featuring the supervillain Beetle, but it never came to fruition. He also had a draft for an episode involving both Mysterio and Dormammu, likely teaming up. Additionally, Semper wanted to introduce Ghost Rider into the series, but Fox didn't allow it, planning to use the character in a separate show on another network. Fox also caused the loss for an entire episode from the Secret Wars storyline. This episode was supposed to feature all the X-Men, but Fox didn't want to spend extra money on the voice actors, so Semper had to use only Storm. Semper had some minor plans for the villain Puma as well. Sandman wasn't included in the series due to James Cameron's plans to use him in a never-released Spider-Man movie. Semper wasn't too upset about this and replaced Sandman with Hydro Man, feeling that the episode with Sandman would have been similar to the one with Hydro Man. Many fans asked why he didn't use Gwen Stacy, one of Peter Parker's most famous love interests. Semper believed that any storyline with Gwen inevitably leads to her tragic death, which wasn't suitable for a children's show. Instead, they introduced Felicia Hardy earlier in the series. Semper also left the door open for Norman Osborn to become the Green Goblin again, taking the title from his son Harry. Although there were no concrete plans for Norman's return, it likely would have happened eventually. John Semper also had some thoughts about the future of the Smite family. He would have brought Spencer Smite back to life, and together with his son, they might have mutated into the ultimate Spider Slayers, whatever that might mean. Now, let's see what other creators had to say about the unreleased episodes. Producer Bob Richardson believed that if they had been able to continue making episodes, it would have been great to move away from the well-known classic Spider-Man stories and create something entirely new, using all the characters and elements already introduced in the series. Writer Stan Berkowitz regretted that they weren't allowed to fully explore Carnage's origin and backstory. Another writer, Neil Becker, who joined the team in the 5th season, really wanted to make another episode featuring the Green Goblin. James Crick shared in an interview the episodes he would have liked to create. This included a standalone episode about Hammerhead and his rise as a supervillain, a story about Stegron, the Dinosaur Man, an adaptation of the comics where Aunt May almost marries Dr. Octopus, and the famous drug storyline involving the Green Goblin. This arc, from Amazing Spider-Man issues 96 to 98, features Spider-Man defeating the Green Goblin by showing him his son Harry's struggle with drug addiction. James said that due to censorship, they would have had to replace drugs with fast food. Additionally, as a big fan of the 1967 Spider-Man animated series, James wanted to reimagine an episode featuring the villain Master Technician, the one with green skin, who managed to lift the entire island to Manhattan into the air. Alright, let's imagine what the 6th season of Spider-Man the Animated Series might have looked like if all the writers' ideas had been brought to life. The first 4 episodes would be about Spider-Man traveling to Victorian-era London, where he would find Mary Jane, defeat Carnage, and return to his reality. Next would be an episode featuring the supervillain Beetle. Then, Spider-Man meets Ghost Rider. The 7th and 8th episodes would involve a storyline with Mysterio and Dormammu. In the 9th episode, Spider-Man battles the returned and mutated Smite family. Episodes 10 and 11 would focus on Hammerhead and Stegron. Finally, from the 12th to the 14th episodes, the plot would revolve around Norman Osborn becoming the Green Goblin again, while Harry develops a drug addiction. The 14th episode ends with Spider-Man's final battle with the Green Goblin. Peter wins, Norman recovers and starts taking care of his son, and Spider-Man spins off into the sunset. Sounds pretty great, right? How would you have crafted the 6th season knowing all the writers' ideas? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon!